All right, we're here. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a formula for you and how to become a successful entrepreneur. I have a formula. Now, I'm not saying I have a formula simply because I'm not saying my formula works because it's my formula. I'm saying my formula works because I've helped a lot of people become successful with this formula. Okay, so I am a real entrepreneur. Welcome to Free Smoke Friday. Normally, I'm in the studio, but today I ain't. Okay, because I'm just not. Okay. However, we are here, and I got some valuable game for you. Somebody just let me know where you're tuned in from, what city you're tuned in from. Where y'all at? Where you at, though? Oh, what's up? Can I play it? Just keep in touch. Goodness great. I'll be having to preface it sometimes because there are people that are teaching what they haven't done. And that's a challenge. Here's what's cool. You don't really have to accomplish a whole lot to teach it. I was just talking to my man, Runway Billionaire, and he even helped me realize you don't have to accomplish a lot to teach something. You just have to accomplish. You feel me? Now, shouts out to Lamert Park. I don't know why that just popped, why that just stood out. Maybe because Kendrick he's in his bag right now. Shouts out to the West Coast. Listen, I'm not super invested in the battle, and I haven't heard all of the tracks, but I think because I'm such a Drake fan that I liked all the stuff that Drake did, and I didn't think Kendrick's responses was that dope until y'all just kept playing that joint. You know what I mean? And the whole world kept saying that he won. So it had me questioning, dang, did he really win? But again, I wasn't super invested, and it was just I just like Drake. So, you know what I mean? But apparently, social media says that Kendrick won, so I guess he won. That's not what we're here to talk about because I don't really know a lot that's going on. Okay? However, you all, first off, I want to give you a license to like what you like. Okay? Like, the most disgusting human in the world? You want to know, like, the most disgusting human in the world? It's the person who likes who everybody else likes and hates who everybody else hates. I can't stand that type of human. Especially when it's targeted at other people. I like this person because everybody else likes the person. And I want to be buddy-buddy with the person because everybody else is cool with the person. But it gets worse when you may have liked the person, but now you don't like the person because everybody else doesn't like the person. If someone gets really popular, you know what you say? Yo, I always knew they had it. Like, yo, I remember we was in the 3rd grade together, and I just knew he had the gift. I knew she was gonna be lit. 8th grade, I just knew she had something special. I always knew she'd be successful. Now, when the world turns on the person, there's a type of person that says, I knew it was always something about that man. I knew it. I just knew it was something off. That person never really resonated in my spirit. Once other people don't like the person. Listen, I have been a victim of both. Or people like me because other people like me. I've definitely been a victim of people are attacking me because other people are attacking me, and it seems like a popular thing to do. But I'm telling you, that is the worst type of human. I don't like none of y'all to be on that. But, who am I? I'm just a lowly podcaster. Let's jump into this thing. I see my IG family. Trying to find my my YouTube family. Okay, all right, there we go. There go my YouTube family. Okay, y'all here. Y'all here too. Well, we're gonna jump into this thing, man. I'm pleased to come before you all and talk about entrepreneurship. Now, I am gonna ask you to do something today, and it's for your own good, though. I'm gonna ask you to do some stuff. I'm going to sit here and give you some game and talk for a little minute. And I'm asking you to do something with the information that I provide, especially if you think it's valuable. So I'm going to keep checking with you all to make sure what I'm sharing is valuable. If that's fair, say fair. If that's fair, just say fair. Just throw fair in the chat. If this is a reasonable request, that you actually do something with the information that I'm providing if you find it valuable. Because if not, I'm wasting my time, energy, and attention. And it don't cost you nothing to be here. So you can get this information and then leave. And I'm the only person that exhausted anything in this relationship. So the law of reciprocity says, I give to those who give to me. I give to those who give to me. Now, I'm not asking you to give me anything. Yes, I am asking you to give me something. At least let me know it was valuable. Just check in with me every now and again. If it was good, be in the chat. I like that. Oh, I'm going to do that. I never looked at it that way. Just talk to me. As I'm talking to you, I give you words, you give me words back. A DM goes a long way. I don't check all my DMs. I see a lot of my DMs. Sometimes I don't have a response necessarily. But if I'm providing something valuable, let me know. Throw a DM like, yo, Dave, that helped me. And I get to talk to my morning meetup family all the time, and they let me know, yo, this was amazing. And I'm like, yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, let's get into this, man. How about y'all share this with maybe 3 to 5 people? And I'm going to make this valuable, okay? Normally I'm in the studio for my free smoke sessions, but today it's just a little bit different. I'm at the crib in my basement. So here we go. Y'all want to know one of my greatest fears too? I don't know why I'm saying this. It's an anxiety of mine. The anxiety is that I'll be doing a live video and a bug runs in the back of the like on the wall or something. I know y'all think about something deep, but that's one of my greatest anxieties, bro. Like, cause I see some videos where you just doing your thing and you don't know. And then people call you dirty. And it's not I'm dirty. I'm in a basement and you never know. It's not like we got a lot of issues. Oh, with all the laughs, y'all judging. Oh, that's a bunch of judgment going on. I'm sharing my deepest, darkest secrets with y'all. And y'all, all y'all can do is laugh. Y'all something else, man. Y'all something else. You hit me with the yo. Wouldn't that be embarrassing though? Because they just don't understand. It's not a roach, it's a water bug. I'm sorry, yo. No, it's not roach. It's not a roach. So it's a water bug. And it's not, you can't control them sometimes. All right, y'all. If you got a really clean house and you've seen a water bug, I don't have roaches, y'all. I'm just saying it's like see, this is what happens. I open up, and y'all just start judging. I'm just saying it was a fear of mine. That's all I'm saying. Water bugs are big roaches, Jay. You ain't lying. In the black community, roaches don't exist, okay? They're just water bugs. In the South, roaches don't exist. Yo, in the South, roaches are not a real thing. No one's ever actually seen a roach. Just water bugs. Something run across, you be like, yo, you got roaches? Nah, that was a water bug. All right, man. All right, let's get into it, man. All right, so I believe if you are looking to be a successful entrepreneur, do me a favor. In the chat, let me know where you're at business financially, if you don't mind. You don't got to give me a specific number. If you make under $250,000 a year as an entrepreneur, put 250K in the chat. If you make under $250,000 a year as an entrepreneur, put 250K in the chat. Okay? If you make under 250. If you make somewhere between 250 and 500, like $500,000 a year, put a 500K in the chat. Okay. All right, boss frozen. You put 350. That was not the instructions. If you make under 250, from $0 to $250,000, which that ain't like you don't make no money, like 250. Any under 200,000 is good. 125 is good. 80,000 as an entrepreneur is good. Imagine you have a job and you make an extra $60,000 a year in your business. That's really good money. Imagine you have a job, takes care of your bills, but your business does $25,000 a year. So we look at 25 as not a big number, but you supplemented your income by $2,000 every single month. That's fire. So I want to give an applause for those who make under 250. If you make between like 250 and 500,000, put 500K in the chat. Put 500K in the chat. If you make under 500 but more than 250 in the chat. So put a 500K in the chat if you make less than 500K but more than 250. And put just spell out a million. Just do the 1, 000, 000. Write that if you make over 500,000 but less than $1 million. So between 500 and $1 million a year. Throw that in the chat. Throw that in the chat. Okay? The IG me is 500K. That's funny. Okay, just throw it in the chat real quick. Let me see where we at. I just need to see who got what, who doing what. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you that this conversation is specifically for people who make under $250,000 a year. Now, if you're making over $250,000 a year, you may know this stuff and it might be a reminder. And it will still help you, but I'm saying I've tailored this conversation for the people who make under $250,000 a year because we are going to get you over $250,000 a year this year. Now, I need you to do it one more time. Put 250K in the chat if you plan on breaking that $250,000 this year. This year, you're going to make over $250,000 this year. Over $250,000 this year. This is for Dave, 2 million, not me. Let me know. Let me know. In the chat, somebody talk to me. $250,000. Let me show you real quick. $250,000 a year is $20,833 every single month. You can do that. There ain't nothing about $5,000 a week. You could do that. You're going to get over $250 this year. I know it. So there's a couple focuses that we need, though, if we're going to get there. So write this down. I'm going to give you my 4 C's to almost guaranteed success. The 4 things you need to consider to become successful in this digital age. The world we're living in is a different world than it was 10 years ago, as it relates to entrepreneurship, as it relates to business. Completely different world than 20 years ago, for sure, when I was 19, in college, failing. I think I probably got out by 19, and I was working at Terry Cullen Chevrolet in Morrow, Georgia, by the South Lake Mall. I was making maybe $10 or $12 an hour detailing cars. I was getting money, you hear me? Totally different world. Numbers are different. Everything's different. But these are the 4 considerations. And if you focus on these 4, you're going to break that 250 this year. Okay? Well, let's get to it. Hey, Instagram, you really, really might want to head over to YouTube because this video is going to self-destruct soon. So go to YouTube, go to Social Proof Podcast on YouTube, and you will see that we are live, okay? Number one, we are going to have to create content. First C is content. The first C is content. In this day and age, you're going to have to create content. Very rarely do we even buy things without someone creating content around the thing that we need to buy. Believe it or not, there was a time where we would go into the stores and buy what we need. We would go pick up the thing, look at the back, look at the uses. If we like the color of the box or we like the packaging, we'd buy and give it a shot. Now, we check things out before we buy. Remember when we used to buy, then check out? Like we make the decision to buy, then we go check out at the register. But now we check it out first. Even if you're at the store, you pick up the product. Shouts out to supplement water bottles. If y'all trying to stay dehydrated, man, if y'all trying to stay hydrated, make sure I get y'all a supplement water bottle. This thing keeps cold drinks cold and hot drinks hot for mad long. Black-owned water bottle. Actually, the only black-owned insulated water bottle. So shouts out to supplement. SUP. SUPLMNT. 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 I just made a little jingle. So right now, we go to the store, we pick it up, but what do you do? Let me ask y'all, because I don't want to be just forcing answers. Let's say you see something in a store, and you think you like it. What do you do after you pick up the package? What do y'all do? I don't know if y'all do what I do, but what do you do after you pick up the package in the store? You look at the price, okay, it's a fair price. There's obviously competitors around that. What do you do? After you pick up something in the store that you might like, you might want to buy, what do y'all do? Let me tell you I see you. Let me tell you what I do. I go on Amazon and look at the reviews. Jay says, read the ingredients. Cool. Hardy Life says, I Google it. I go on Amazon, look at the reviews for the same exact thing. Look at the expiration date. Good point. If I'm going to buy something, I want to know that other people bought it and liked it. I need the reviews. Meaning things are driven now by other pieces of content, other factors outside of the thing that we're buying. So if you are going to succeed as an entrepreneur in this day and age, we have to start creating content that gives more context to the thing that they're buying. This is how you build a business in 2024. It's necessary that how many people spend more time looking at the reviews of a movie than you do watching a movie sometimes? Golly, we can have a date night with me and my wife where we're at the house, we want to Netflix and chill. Hardest process in the world, because I got to go find out if it's good or not, because I don't want to waste my time if it's not good. You've got to create content. That's why even on Netflix, it's like, you can watch the movie or you can watch the trailer. Why do they put the trailer next to the decision to buy the movie? Because they know if the trailer's good, you'll give it a shot. If the content that you created around the product is good, they will take a chance on your product. But you can't just have a product and put the product out. So what I'm asking you to do is to pick a topic, whatever your product is, that is the topic of conversation for your entire brand. The topic of conversation for my entire brand is entrepreneurship. I have a community called The Morning Meetup where I'm teaching entrepreneurs every single morning. This kind of stuff every morning. I don't do it on a free platform as much because my community actually pays for this information. But which I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to join too. But you need to pick a topic of conversation. Everything about me says entrepreneurship. Everything I talk about, everything I write about. If we have a conversation long enough, entrepreneurship will join the chat at some point. Hey guys, do me a favor. If you're on YouTube, can y'all hit the little like button? Hit the little like button on YouTube if you don't mind. Just hit the little like button. That will really help me. It costs you nothing. It's free. This is going to be some good information. Good little reciprocity thing we got going on here, okay? Pick a topic. But with that topic, I need you to learn the topic. The thing that you're going to build a business around, I want you to be more knowledgeable about this than anyone else. I started a podcast called The Hot Seat, sharing my expertise in entrepreneurship. I'm showing you all that I know more about entrepreneurship than the average bear. You understand me? But I study the topic because I need to create content based on a depth of knowledge. Listen, anytime I run across a entrepreneur that says they're a life coach, I'm like, all right, coach me on my life. What do you know about me in my life? Maybe you should take an educated guess at least. If someone came to me and said, yo, tell me something about entrepreneurship. I don't need prompts. I don't need questions. I'm going to go in on as an entrepreneur. My whole world is about this thing. The challenge is we don't make our whole world about a thing. We typically don't make our whole world about a topic of conversation. I remember when I made that first post when I was doing my podcast, when I really got serious, I said, listen, y'all, I am a podcaster. I don't even want you to call me an entrepreneur anymore. Just call me a podcaster because I'm a podcaster. That's what I do. I podcast. Because I want the world to know that my whole brand is about this thing. And then now I just study and research. So anybody having an issue with a podcast, ask me when I'm in the streets. I got good answers for you. Because I picked the topic and I learned the topic. And now we got to deliver content around the topic. So it's not surface level. If you are a life coach, you need to learn something about lives, not just your own. You need to know the psychological things about life. Why is it that people keep chasing money after they've had enough? Do you know? No, you don't know. And you're going to give a bunch of opinions that aren't backed by anything statistical. However, the life coach who understands that topic psychologically, historically, mentally, emotionally, that can talk from a real foundation of life and how it works and the human brain, you put that type of content out, not just, hey, you got to love yourself. Go buy yourself some flowers today. You got to love yourself. You know what I hate? And maybe y'all going to get mad at me. But it seems like now everybody blames everything on childhood trauma. Y'all ever notice that? Y'all notice that? Everything, yo, I'm a fat kid and I don't like going to the gym. It's rooted in childhood trauma. Yo, I don't like ice cream. Childhood trauma. Yo, oh my gosh, I bet on the Knicks and the Knicks lost and I lost my money. Childhood trauma. Yo, what's up? Like, we can't just default with childhood trauma and manifestation and that be your whole ministry. Come on, you got to give me some more. That is a dope skit, right? Oh my gosh. Now, I'm not saying childhood trauma doesn't show up, but your average life coach is going to blame everything on childhood trauma. And they're going to ask you a bunch of questions about your childhood. And you'll say, man, I fell off my bike. Oh, That's why you bet on the Knicks, because you fell off your bike, and you are accustomed to people not winning. So you put money on someone subconsciously you knew you wouldn't get your money back. You knew they was gonna lose. You're like, what? Like, huh? Like, come on. Like, let me get a deeper level of knowledge about a topic. Man, talk to my brother Trap about wealth, period. Oh my gosh, it's the most fascinating. I haven't interviewed Trap in a long time. So I called him like, yo, man, we need to get another podcast going. We start this podcast, and I'm trying to find out all the updates. I'm trying to find about stocks. And for some reason, the conversation goes to money from World War I, like Stalin and the history of money itself. I'm like, he's incredible. He has such a depth of knowledge about a thing. I'm telling you, you need to have a depth of knowledge about a thing. Pick a topic, learn the topic, deliver content on that topic, both long and short form. You need to deliver educational, inspirational, well thought out. Now, you might be a comedian. Let's just say you're a comedian, and I'm not into all that motivational, inspirational stuff. Well, you need to study jokes. There's different styles of it. It's a joke where you start talking about something, and it seems like you go so far off the path, and then the punchline reconnects the beginning with the end. Dave Chappelle is a master at that. He's mastered that. He'll start his show with a joke and not talk about it at all. And then at the end, brings it all full circle and everything in between. Mastery. Mastery. Got it? You have to learn your subject. Learn. Don't just start talking. Don't just start creating content. Learn something. Get a depth of knowledge, long and short form, okay? I don't have time to get into all of this. Actually, in the morning meetup next week, I'm going to go through all of these in depth day by day. Hey, real quick, I'm about to give a commercial real quick. Right now, to join the morning meetup, it's you can only do like a yearly membership. But today, if you feel that it's valuable, I want to offer you a free trial. We set up a free trial in the morning meetup for all next week. So you can actually go into the morning meetup, go to themorningmeetup.com, and you can join the morning meetup for free. And if you don't like what we have to say next week, just cancel it. You get a 7-day free trial. So I can sign up right now. Quick little commercial. I'm going to do a couple little commercials in here. Okay, so one is content. You have to learn how to create content and create better content. Number 2 is community. You have to build a community in this day and age. If you don't, cancellation is not far around the corner. Here's why I believe, personally, I'll never be like fully canceled. You know what I mean? You can never like fully cancel me. I might say something that you don't like. Or I might like somebody that you don't like, and now you see me as being with the enemy. I could say something on a podcast that just goes far left, and you're not feeling it, but it's going to be real hard to cancel me, man. You know why? Because I have been continually feeding my community since 2010. I'm not just talking about the morning meetup. Like, there are people who remember the last decade from 2015 years ago, me putting together workshops for entrepreneurial communities. When I'm still working at the Cheesecake Factory, I'm bringing people together. I would do these birthday photo shoots. I'll call it a photo shoot party, and I'm still working at the Cheesecake at this point, but I have this t-shirt line, and I'll do this photo shoot party, and I'd hire like 4 photographers, pay them like $200. They would just rock with me, and I'd sell tickets for $10, and I'd have different backdrops on all 4 corners of the room and invite people to come, get like a drink sponsor, but it'd be like a $10 ticket. And I'm telling people, hey, we need headshots. We need professional headshots. If we're going to grow as an entrepreneur, we need some professional headshots. So for $10 admission, you can get some professional headshots from professional photographers. And we upload it. You can just download all your own pictures. I've been doing this community thing for a long time before it was a popular buzzword. I'm not bragging about it, but I'm saying it's going to be really hard to cancel me because there's so many people I've helped along the way. There's not enough new people that can find out that I did something and get it misconstrued and cancel me. Now, unless I did something extremely weird, you know what I mean? Bill Cosby vibes, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like some pedophilia vibes, or I just did something crazy with some kids, or I might start attacking people out of nowhere, or you find out like I'm cheating on my wife or something, or I'm a deadbeat. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying it's impossible, but the path that I'm going on right now, gonna be hard to cancel me. Why? Because I built the community that I've been serving. People use the community buzzword as a way to make money. Like I'm trying to build an audience of people that's going to buy from me. Now, you need that. But if you are effectively building a community right now around your product, and I don't care what your product or service is, you can build a community, and I'm going to show you how. One, involve your audience in your brand and decisions. Involve your audience in your brand and involve your audience in your decisions. I'm doing a podcast summit coming up July 4th and 5th, and I did a live asking them what workshops do they want. And I was actually putting the schedule together. And I'm asking them real time, what do y'all think I should put here? How long are the sessions? And they gave some good suggestions because I'm involving the community and what I got going on. So whatever you're doing, don't be afraid to ask for help because they start to feel like they're helping you build and you start building a community. Ask more questions. You gotta stop giving answers solely and start asking more questions if you want to build a community. If you want to build a strong community, you gotta start asking questions. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? You have to have some answers, but you also have to have some questions that allows your audience to feel that they are involved in the decision making, even if you've already made the decision. Okay? We have to build a community around our product or service. You'll start to see that once people are more involved, it's easier for them to buy. Next part on building a community. You have to bring people together on a regular occurrence. If you want to build a true community, you're going to have to start bringing people together. Now, whether it's online on a regular basis, that's the first step, but you got to bring people together. So it might be a call on Fanbase, right? Shouts out to Isaac Hayes with the Fanbase community, or you're bringing people together on a Zoom call on a regular basis. You got it. You have to bring people together, not to come see you, but for them to be together. This is how you build a community. You have to force collaboration. Online is one thing, but if you really want to start tight knitting your community, you're going to have to bring people together to a physical location. If you want to build community. Now, I'm not saying you can't build a good product just online. It's cool. But when people start having experiences with you and they can see you and touch you and hug your neck and learn at your feet or be entertained by you live, when people have that experience with you, that's when they start telling other people about you because you are a part of their tribe now. I'm one of the few people that's seen this person in person. Community. Think of the celebrity that you met and you had a good experience with the celebrity. Goodness gracious. Chris Brown revolutionized the game with them little freaky pictures he was doing at his concerts. Boy changed the game. Those fans would never forget him. And there's some people that saw it as they're fans. If they ever got a chance to connect with him, they're like, yo, I want to do that before my life is over. I want to. The little freaky pictures, y'all remember? You got to bring people together so that they can see you. But the major focus can't be you to them. The major focus around community is connecting them to them. Major focus has to be, how can I get a bunch of people together to get value from each other? It's almost impossible to do on your own. You need a person to bring people together. That's called leadership. You have to focus on, when the community comes together, I'm making sure that it is not about me and my interests and me being the only person that teaches. My objective is to get people to connect together with themselves. And if people start to connect together, they'll always come to you for that experience again. If you want to start building a community. Here's the hack, and I'm going to teach y'all how to do it to me. You need to start infiltrating communities. Infiltrating communities. You need to find a group of people that already gather around the topic or subject or interest that you have, or that's in your business. You need to join a community and start winning people over to you. Now, it's bad form to say, okay, I have a community. Okay, let's put it this way. I have the morning meetup community, right? And we meet every single morning. Now, if your thought process is to say, I'm going to go into the morning meetup community because I'm going to have a late morning meetup or early afternoon meeting, I want to take these people out of here. I'm going to copy exactly what he's doing, and I'm going to bring them to my community. That won't last. However, I am encouraging people, you need to come into the community that I built and start building relationships. Let people know how dope you are. And I tell people to do that in my community because I don't care that someone's attracted to somebody else in my community because that's the purpose of it. And I'll always be bringing people into my community. So I don't have that limited thinking, right? So if you have a community or you want to build a community, you need to join a community and be vocal in the community. When they say it's time for Q&A, ask a question in the community. Because people get to hear you more and more. And ask the community leader to allow you to participate in some sort of role. Because now you get more touch points with the community. You've already elevated yourself to a certain status in this whole community. Now people know who you are, and now you start building your own tribe. Man, I wish y'all understood this game. Hey, I'm going to allow you to join my community for free. If you go to themorningmeetup.com, free trial. It's $79 a month after that. So if you want to stay, I'm on a call every single morning with entrepreneurs, and we're all growing together. And you'll be able to meet a whole bunch of people. Especially if you have a product or service, you need to be a part of the morning meetup because there's some people that's going to support your product or service. But you can just try it for free. So just go to themorningmeetup. Just throw an MMU in the chat if you're already in the morning meetup. Throw an MMU in the chat if you're already in the morning meetup. Because they'll tell you. I'm there every day giving out this type of information. Throw it in the chat. What time are the daily calls? 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We jump on about 7:45 for the book club. We read a book. We're always reading a book together. We got another book coming up. I believe we start next week, so now is the perfect time to join the morning meetup. So how long is the trial? The trial is 7 days. 7 days. If you don't like me, cancel it. Or if you think, hey, I came on here, it ain't nothing but a bunch of recorded videos. Ain't nobody live on here. They just canceled, bro. Like, that's cool. But I'm going to give y'all some game next week, and I'll go deeper into these. So, yes. So, content, community. Third is cash flow. As an entrepreneur, you are going to have to strongly consider your cash flow. Okay. If you're an entrepreneur, your goal should be to make some money. Okay? Your goal should be to make some money. Well, there's a lot of entrepreneurs that lose sight of that. And because it's my passion, I feel like it's not right to make money. But you need to focus on the cash flow of any particular business. Here's how we start. We design the life that we want. What type of life do you want? What type of life do you want? Whatever the business is that you're involved in, I want you to ask yourself the question, will this business provide the life that I want? I know what you're thinking. David, and I get this all the time. And here's what's crazy. I don't understand how they don't understand what I'm doing. Okay. So I have a community called Morning Meetup. It's $79 a month or like $500 for the year. And I show up every day. I'm there every morning, unless I'm traveling or like this morning. Well, yesterday morning, I had an event at my church. But I'm there every day. And when I tell somebody that, they're like, oh my gosh, how do you commit to a morning you talking about every morning, you there? It's like, yo, how do you commit to that? Well, it's a part of the life design that I've created for myself. Wouldn't the dream be to work 1 hour a day and spend that time helping people? For me, I could jump on the Morning Meetup and we have hundreds of people that are on the call, in the program, and I make money from it. And I don't think people feel bad about me making money because it's a business, because I think I provide way more value than the investment. But I looked at it as a lifestyle that I wanted to create. Can I do something where I work 1 hour a day and then I have the rest of the day to be with my kids, do other cool stuff? This is how I wanted to design my life. I want a consistent, I don't want to keep selling a product. I don't even want to keep selling a course, because every month I have to keep selling the course. I sell a course, make $1,000. I got to make another $1,000. And even if I sold 50 of them in a month, guess what? The next month, I'd have to sell another 50. So I looked at a group of people that are making under $250,000 a year. I can teach them how to grow their income. We get testimonials pretty much every day of people that are involved in the Morning Meetup and they're growing their company, making money. We got testimonials pretty much every single day. Well, if I can create a residual model by helping people, if you make under $250,000, I can't charge you $1,000, so we just charge $79 a month or $500 for the year. This is the life that I've designed in my head that I want to live. And I went to Korea. I went to South Korea for 7 days. And I wasn't on the call those 7 days, but the community held it down because we got some dope people in the community. I'm not the only person that can teach. We got some amazing people in the community. So the community feeds itself. Now, I'm not going to take a year off, but I can take a week off and it'd be okay. Nobody was mad. They're like, yo, Dave, you've been here 51 weeks throughout the year, every morning. It's cool. We got you. No problem. Go take care of the spiritual part of your life. And that was cool. I enjoyed that. But we have to focus on designing the life that you want and associating the money with the lifestyle that you need. and look at the business that you're doing. Will that provide that? So you wrote a book. The book is $20. You think to yourself, I need to make six figures. That's $8,300 every single month, which means we got to sell about 400 books a month. What you can do, it's only 100 a week, which you would divide 100 by 7 is 12, maybe 13, something like that every day. You could do that. You could make $100,000 a year selling that book. The question is, do you want to have to sell 100 books every week for the rest of your life? The answer is probably no. Now, I'm not saying don't go sell them 100 books, but we have to have some sort of way of this business that we decided to do, providing the cash flow that we want. For instance, yes, you wrote this book, but the whole book's purpose shouldn't be to sell books. The book could be to sell books in bulk to school districts or whatever. Or my objective is to be a speaker. So I have to write a book so that people book me to speak. You understand? Right now, I'm writing a curriculum. Well, the curriculum's almost done. I wish I could show you the curriculum. Can I show you the curriculum? Would I be able to show the curriculum? Okay, I'd have to like, I want to show the proposal. Maybe I can show the proposal. Maybe I can ask Jan. I don't even know if I should show the proposal. Jan, if you're listening to this, stop me right now if you don't want me to show the proposal. Anyway, I'll just tell you all about it. So what we did was we created a entrepreneurial curriculum for schools. And I hired someone to write it. But now we're getting down to the financial strategy where we can take this one curriculum and license it out to schools. We can license it out to schools, meaning we built the curriculum, but the whole reason we built the curriculum is not to say I have a curriculum, but to build something that can scale. So we give them the curriculum and they can license it for X amount of time. So one of the strategies is, or like the price point that she set. Okay, I can give you all this price point. I can give you all this real quick. Let me get into some numbers. Real quick. Hey, if you want the numbers, just put show me. Show me. If you want the numbers, just put show me in there. And I'll show you. So I'll show you, but this is like our proposal. Entrepreneurship Foundation is my nonprofit. So we got a nonprofit because I wanted to go into schools. We created a curriculum that we're going to be able to license for schools, but I'm saying this for a reason. This is like the cash flow part of it. This is like the lifestyle that we wanted to create. So for instance, to license the curriculum is $399 per license. If a school has 25 students in this particular class, in this pathway, it's $399 for the first person, $349 for each person after that. So let's do some math. It's 24 times $349 plus $399. So if a school wants to license this curriculum for a classroom of 25 people, it's $8,775. I can create that same thing and distribute it to 1,000 different schools. My hope is that once we get in a couple schools, schools know other schools. And one school is a part of a district. And there's a superintendent over the whole district. And if it works in one school, it's one decision for the superintendent to say, well, put it in all 10 of my schools, meaning the one work will spread 10 times, meaning this is an $87,000 play for 10 schools. Now, they asked an interesting question. They said, well, does it come with a teacher? So I can't go in there and teach it. So we created a whole model where we facilitate that. There are thousands of schools in the world. The only reason I created this curriculum is because I wanted to license this information, touch a whole bunch of kids, no diddy, but help a bunch of kids with an entrepreneurial pathway. But that's not just it. If I have an entrepreneurial curriculum in 1,000 schools across the country, do you know how much they pay speakers to come into schools anyway without that? Well, think about this. They're paying speakers $20, $30, $50,000 to go into a school and talk to a kid for 45 minutes. So we have a bunch of schools that already have the curriculum. That's lifestyle stuff. I get to go talk to schools and demand $40,000, $50,000 because my curriculum is so world-renowned for teaching kids entrepreneurship. Now for an hour, I get to help kids. You got to pay me $40,000, $50,000. I said the life that I wanted to live was by design, and I want to create a space where I can make a whole bunch of money by helping a whole bunch of people. And I don't have to do it if I don't want to. I need you to see the life that you want first, though. Because we start doing stuff and realize we're getting burnt out with the thing that we're doing because we didn't consider the lifestyle that we wanted before we started doing it. Okay? And if you with me, say I'm with you. I'm with you. If you with me, just say I'm with you. I just need to know that y'all with me right now. We need to identify how much we need. Will your business lead into that, the lifestyle that you want to lead? We've got to start looking at the numbers. Financial management is important for both your personal life and your business life. It's going to be really, really difficult to manage the finances of a business if your personal finances aren't in order. I think it's very important that you study financial literacy, how money moves. One of the best lessons ever. I remember being introduced into financial literacy conversations. And I said to myself, I want to get out of debt. I owed a bunch of money on a bunch of credit cards and stuff. So I read a book, I talk to this person, I watch YouTube videos, and what they said is you need to write down how much you owe on each card. Write down how much you owe on each card. So I had a whiteboard in my bedroom. It said the card name, how much I owe, what the limit is, what is the minimum on here. Oh, maybe I'll just show you. Maybe I can show you one time for the one time. I'll show you real quick. Bang, bang. No, yeah, here. And I'm going to come here. All right, so this is what it looked like. I would, hold on, let me see how much space I got on my Instagram so that y'all can see it. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right, we're good. All right, so let me get back to the camera. Okay, hold on, let me see where I'm at. Bang, bang. This is a parameter, right? I probably get there, and then parameter, not there. Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out, because I'm on Instagram, y'all, and okay, there we go. I think I'm good there. Okay, so this is what it looked like. It would say Visa, say card, minimum balance, and yeah, so the card, how much I owe, and what is the minimum balance, right? So I had kind of MasterCard, Visa, I might have owed $1,000. Oh, and then the limit. I might have owed $1,000. Let's say the limit was $1,200. Hold on a second. All right, hold on. So the limit is $1,200. And 1 second, see, I'm gonna bring you in. Give me 6 minutes. I owe $1,000. The minimum payment is $50. right? And I just had this list of all of them. And one of the things they taught me was, they said, find the credit card with the lowest balance and start paying that off first. Find the credit card with the lowest balance and start paying that off first. I said, cool. So I had that on my board, and I started writing it down, and I could see every single month I reevaluated. Most of them I was paying the minimum balance, but I would put chunks on the smallest amount, and I started knocking it down. It was really, really cool. I started going on this, and once I saw myself get out of debt, I was like, yo, this worked. And I went on this whole journey of financial literacy. Now I still don't owe any debt on my credit cards, but there are some businesses who haven't figured out how to not owe in your personal life, and then you start debting up in business, and you don't know how to manage that either. So you got to learn how to manage your money. Cash flow is super important in a business. You need to understand the cash flow in your business, how much you need, where it's going, what your expenses are. And my last note is just don't spend all your money. Don't spend it all. Don't spend it all. Some people will tell you to invest it all, which I'm cool with that too. So I'll take a bunch of my cash, put it in some real estate, because the cash is still there, but I can't touch it, so I can't spend it on frivolous things. It's in a building. Hard to get the money out the building. I can't get it today. It's not hard. It's just I can't get it today. It's not like arm reach. I need some shoes. I can go get it. So, but I learned that process through this process, okay? And then lastly, the last C is coaching. You need a coach. You are going to need a coach. You understand? You're going to need a coach. It just is what it is. You need somebody that can help guide you. So you need to create content. You need a community. You need some cash flow to help a healthy business, and you need coaching. Hey, y'all, real quick, y'all know we provide all that in the morning meetup, themorningmeetup.com. Just go to themorningmeetup.com. We do a free trial. Pull up. Free trial. If you don't like me, you can leave before the free trial. But next week, I'm going to go in depth on how to create better content, how to build a community, and how to operate in the community, how to get into this cash flow, and what it looks like to get into finding the right coach for you. Okay? I do not do personal coaching, so I'm not trying to sell you on it. I'm not trying to sell you a high-ticket coach. Like, I don't do coaching like that. So I'm not doing it as a motive, like where there's gonna be some like surprise where I'm not telling you need coaching so I can sell you coaching. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna sell you coaching. I do coaching in the morning meetup, but I'm not selling that. But if there's a course or there's a challenge or a webinar, that is a form of coaching. You need to find somebody who can teach you some stuff in a short period of time. Now, if you feel that that person in that period helps you, oh my gosh, then move forward. I spent way more money on coaching than probably anybody on this line. So I believe in it. And that's why actually I'm about to bring my coach up to the stage because she's helped me in this wealth building process of creating cash flow. So let me bring my pionym up. Let me see. Oh, Instagram. Y'all need to come over to YouTube because I gotta shut Instagram down. So you gotta come over to YouTube because you won't be able to see it. Go to Social Proof Podcast, just search it. You'll find us, and you'll find us live. You don't want to miss the rest of this conversation, all right? So I'll see y'all in a second, IG. All right, here we go. Let me bring up my coach. Hold on. Continue it. Yeah, continue. Hold up. No. Hold on. Am I still on YouTube? Tell me I'm still on YouTube. YouTube and Facebook. Tell me I'm still here. Am I still here? Yes, somebody tell me. Yes, right? I'm still here, right? YouTube? Y'all still with me? Throw it in the chat. Okay, cool. All right, bet. I got nervous for a second. All right, let me bring in my coach. Cause we gotta start talking money. Where the heck? I just had it. Okay, all right, here we go. All right, so here we go. Let me bring in my coach, my sister. Um, boop, boop. Hey, T, what's happening?
Hey,
How you
what's
feeling?
up?
How you doing?
How can I be? Oh,
Can you hear me?
yes.
You can.
Can
Okay.
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. First off, how's your mental health?
It's amazing.
Okay.
It's so good. I need to. Do you hear like that feedback?
I don't hear feedback. No. Do y'all hear any feedback? If y'all hear feedback, let me know. I don't hear any feedback though.
Okay, perfect. No, my mental health is good. My daughter is graduating today, so I am super excited about that. I'm 3 and 0 right now with children, walking across that stage and accomplishing that. So I am ecstatic right now, the season that I'm in right now. Like, I am enjoying motherhood, I am enjoying community. I heard you talking about that. I'm enjoying that a lot. I'm in a place of gratitude. Like, I'm
Hold on, T. Say something else.
testing.
Okay. All right. I think it might be better. I think I just fixed something. I think I fixed something
Okay,
just now. Okay. Do you still hear the feedback on your end?
I do.
Okay. All right. Well. All right.
It's okay.
I don't know what to do about that. But all right. So, T, I was just talking about a few topics when it comes to entrepreneurship, and I was
Yep.
telling people like I have my formula on how I build stuff, right? Content, community, cash flow, and coaching. Those are my four pillars in any business. Like I got to wrap success around that, right? But I know you also have wealth formulas. And for those that don't know, I'll just do your intro. So Terica Lynn Smith is literally the real estate guru. She put female real estate guru, but now that I'm seeing the space, T, you are you're doing a lot better than any human. Like not female, not just male, any other human in the real estate space. This is incredible. So I'm just super proud of you and all that you're doing, and you teaching me about
Thank you.
financial literacy and real estate things of that nature. My question for you is, what is a formula that you put together that you live by when it comes to building a business as an entrepreneur?
Hmm. No, that's so good. So for me, I always compare it to the moment of when I was homeless. And during that time, there were essential things that I needed, right? So what I break down in my class is there's essential living and there's non-essential living. If you go back to COVID, they used that word essential a lot. The reason why they only kept the essential stores open at that time was because they said you only need to come out if you absolutely need this to live. And so for me, I actually had essential livings before COVID. When I was homeless, I was like, yo, what is it that I need at this moment that I have to have? And anything else that I don't need, I'm not going to buy. Right. So when I was homeless, what did I need? I needed a house, I needed a roof over my head. So paying rent at that time was a non negotiable. I needed a roof over my head. So housing is the first one. The second part is household items, meaning your utility bill, your water bill. Cable is not an essential item. I did not need cable, Netflix. I didn't need any of that living up under a bridge. That makes sense?
And
Good day.
I
Did you
think you're breaking up just a little bit. You sound kind of choppy, or
Okay.
not sound choppy, but you're moving choppy.
Mm-hmm.
You on Wi-Fi?
Let me do this. Let me do this. I want to get in on my phone, okay?
Okay.
And get off the computer. So you
All right,
hold
got
it
you.
down. I'll be back on.
I got you. I got you. Okay. 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 Here we go. All right. So T is gonna come right back. Give me a second. Let me get get myself together. Okay. All right, and she'll be back in just one moment. Here we go. All right. All right, say you are back. Welcome back.
Is it better?
Uh, yeah, I think it's the internet. It's all right. It's not bad.
Okay. Well, I don't want to be on if I can't give 100%. You know.
Yes, we can hear you now. It's good. Yep, you're good now. You're perfect. Yep, you're perfect.
Okay, perfect.
Yep,
And you can see me good?
yep. We can see you clear now. It just cleared up.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so what I was saying was you asked me like what are the formulas that I use, and I just really want to start that over because for those of you who may have missed it, there was a point in my life when I was homeless up under a bridge in New Orleans, and before COVID came, I literally knew at that moment I had to start paying things that were essential for me to live, and so I had to get to essential living. So for me, the essential living was broken down into four categories. The fourth category at the time of my life, just being honest and transparent, was not as important as it is today. The first three were essential. The first was housing, right? So I needed a roof over my head. When you think about essential living, what is it that you need to be able to live? What do you need to survive? Am I still clear, David?
Yeah, you're good. Yep.
Okay, perfect. Right. So what I know I need is I need a roof over my head. So unnegotiable for me. I could not afford not to have a roof over my head. So when I see people getting evicted like I do, I understand that they are not placing their priorities in their essential living. That's good. You can hear me.
Yes, I
Okay.
can. It's starting to chop a little bit now again. Where you at,
Okay.
T?
I'm at my house.
Okay. That was, okay, you're better
Yeah.
now. I'll let you know
Okay.
if it goes
But
out
what
one more
I don't,
time. If not.
yeah, because I don't want to give the people injustice. Like I would just hop back on Instagram or something if I need to later, if
Okay.
that's
Nah,
good.
it just cleared back up. Yep, just cleared back up. So if it does it again, then we'll jump on like maybe Instagram or something.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so again, the first essential thing that's needed is your house. The second essential item that's needed is the household items. Household items is not Netflix. It is not cable. Okay. Household items is your utility bill, it's your water bill, it's things you need to be able to live inside of that house. Okay. The third thing that you need is transportation. You need transportation to get to and from your work. So when I broke down my living needs on essentials versus non essentials, if I had to make a financial decision to spend money, it was based along those three categories. If it fell out of those three categories, I would not buy it. That makes
Mm,
sense?
yep.
So the number one is your housing. The second part is your household items. A lot of people think credit card debt falls up under household items. No, that falls up under your instant gratification needs that you instantly go and buy something you cannot afford to make payments on something that you cannot afford.
Hey
So
T,
when
don't,
you
whoa,
think
whoa,
of
whoa, 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 whoa! Don't be cussing at my audience. Okay, don't be cussing at my friends. All right, watch your mouth. You know what I mean? You ain't about to start attacking my people. All right.
they look, gonna set our people free, okay? We are setting them free from Pharaoh. I don't care what nobody say. They need to hear this, right? Netflix is not essential. So when I learned, this the thing though, when I learned what essential living was, I realized that there was a fourth category that was not a part of my essential living, which was investments. I did not know investments is essential to live. Most people treat investments like options. Investments is not an option. It is a
Mm,
necessity. You need to invest so you can rest. If you do not invest, you will not get no rest. I promise you that is the formula that every investor I know would tell you. The reason why I can go on trips, the reason why I can do things and not have to ask for permission from a boss is because of the simple fact I invest. And
Hmm.
as hard as investing is right now, you have to break that hard. It is hard living paycheck to paycheck. It is hard having to ask people for money. It is hard trying to pay off credit card debt. It's hard investing. You got to choose your hard. The thing people, I think the reason why people don't invest is because it's not sexy, and we just weren't taught that, growing up. Like, you don't remember your parents saying, "Hey, we need to go invest in this, or we need to go invest in that." Even if it was a stock or something, it was never mentioned. And
Right.
so what I think is a mindset barrier is that because we wasn't taught that, we're now having to reteach our adult selves that. The hardest person to teach is an adult.
why?
Children are easy
Why is that?
because we already have a made up mindset about things. So I'm trying to kill a mindset that has been around for 30 years when I'm teaching people about investing. With a child, the reason why I can teach my daughter at 12 years old how to invest, and now she's 19, turning 20 this year, and have almost 28 investment properties, is because I taught it to her when she was a young adult and she had no opinion about it. So because she didn't
Mm.
have an opinion about it, I didn't have to fight a mindset. So the reason why as adults it's hard for us to invest is because of the simple fact we have a pre-made up mindset on everything else we got to do before we actually invest.
Come on. Come on.
I'll
Well,
let you talk now because I'm chopping it up. I'm taking over. I don't want to be selfish.
no, 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 no. So I'm writing this down, but like, what do you think people? Why don't you think it's sexy? 'Cause, I mean, I think the idea of investment is sexy. I think so.
Because so we like instant gratification. Why do we spend so much money on concert tickets? But the moment we want to the moment we want to spend that same amount on an investment, we got 100 million questions because it's not an instant gratification. You see what I'm saying? So instant gratification has been taught to us since we were children. Mom, I want a piece of candy. Here you go. Right? You didn't teach your child how to invest to earn that piece of candy and how to keep the candy coming. Your parent literally just got it for you. For Christmas, I
Facts.
want the Jordans, I want Nintendos, I want this. And guess what happened? December 25th come, guess what you got? You got everything up under the tree because of instant gratification. Birthdays come. What you want for your birthday, baby? Let me tell you something. Whenever you give, and you take, it is a completely different feeling when you got to give and wait.
Mm. All right. All right. I don't have anything to invest though, T. Okay. I
You're a
work
liar.
my job at the end of the week
You're a
when I get
liar.
my check. By Friday, by Friday, I get my check.
You're a
By
liar.
Sunday, it's over with.
You're a liar. You're a liar. People pay for what they want to pay for. That's the truth. I know that because that was me. I was the person who always said I didn't have no money. But why don't I have money? Let me look at your bank statements. Let me be your coach for the next 6 months. Right? I got some clients right now that came sat in my office and said they were negative. Okay. And they were negative. But when I looked at their bank statement, they were spending way more money on essentials. How you don't have no money, but Starbucks got your money? How you don't have no money, but your cable is on and it's being paid? How you don't have no money, but you paying a credit card statement? Oh, you got a credit card statement? Let me look at your credit card statement. Let me see what's going on there. Oh, I see what you're doing here. You just took a trip. I'm saying some people, this is gonna suck. Y'all not gonna like me for this, but you need to go on punishment. You're punished. When your children don't do something right, you punish them. When you're not doing something right, you need to go on punishment. Punishment for spending money reckless. This is the last year you should be okay with being everybody asset but yourself. So when people tell me they don't have money, I say, give me your bank statement. You know what they quick to tell you? The essential things that they paying for. You know what they not quick to tell you? When they went out with their girlfriends and had a drink, or
Come
when
on,
they had
man.
family movies, or when they went out and bought this outfit, or when they went out and got a cup of coffee, or when they went out and did this. I don't believe it because it was me. I was the person who was investing in so many non-essential things, including my hair. Our hair, black women hair, costs $200 to $300 to get it done. We spend that in a month. I was a little nappy walking around at that point in time. When I cut out my essentials, I was a little nappy with the stiff fro, walking around being talked about, but I refused to spend money on braids that I could not afford. I
Mhm.
refuse to get my nails done. When people tell me those things, I look them up and down, not to judge them, but to count what they actually spend their money on. Because what's essential to them is not truly essential to them. You wouldn't be wearing those little ugly on cloud shoes if you didn't have no money. That's not the truth. They walking around with their own clouds, they hair in a ponytail, they looking super cute. On clouds is about $100 shoe. When I was living on essentials, I was literally wearing Payless shoes. People like, yo, I don't want to go back that far. Well, then keep working for the rest of your life.
Come on, T. I gotta be lit though. I gotta be fresh. I can't be out here looking crazy. I gotta build a brand.
No, you care about what people say. So let me say this, right? I don't care if people think I got money in the bank or not. I'm judged all the time. In fact, one time I went on a podcast and they said that there's no way that black woman could have any money. She wearing Adidas. This is the thing. I do not wear my wealth. I create it. I tell you that all the time. I am into the creation business. I am not interested in people pleasing. People pleasing will leave you broke, and you'll have all your name brand clothes in a closet, but you're going to be poor. And that means you're going to pass over opportunities repeatedly because you care more about what people think than what you really, really have in the bank. And that's the God honest truth. Let me tell you something. I am in a group of people that invest. And when I tell you, they come in there with penny loafers. They coming in there with some no brain, none brand shoes. I'm not telling y'all have to do all this forever. I'm not telling you can't be dolled up and fabulous and things like that. But you can't tell me you don't have no money wearing 16 inches eyelashes. You just can't do that to me. Like you can't tell me that. So I always disagree with people when they say I don't have any money. You have money for what you choose to have money for and what's important to you. The other thing is this: as a black society, as a black community, we got to stop being so focused on impressing our brother and our sister to leaves us struggling and in captivity every single month. We have to stop that. I walked into a party in Atlanta. Let me just tell you, I don't
Atlanta
think
be
I belong. Look, let me tell you, baby, one thing for sure. These women are black and gorgeous, okay? These men are black and gorgeous. When I tell you, I had on my little Amazon dress and I was good in that room, okay? Now, I do spend money on my golden goose shoes or whatever, but at the end of the day, I looked around, I said, "My God, I don't feel like I belong in this room, but financially, I'm qualified to be in this room.
come on, come
May
on.
not look it, but
Oh,
I am."
for sure. It's so interesting, man. First off, stop attacking Atlanta, okay? Yeah,
I love Atlanta. Atlanta is home to me, but everybody is gorgeous out there. Everybody is snatched out there,
oh, for
okay?
sure.
Like I mean, it's black, it's like the Black American beauty pageant. I mean,
Mhm.
they're freaking flawless. I just
Yeah,
want their
man.
bank accounts to match what they look like. And the same in Louisiana and Florida and Texas and Alabama, but Atlanta just got some gorgeous black people out there.
Yeah, man. In when it starts to come to the financial part though, because I've had some people like you see they head to toe. I'm talking about even got the expensive cars, but when it comes time to like invest, it's like, I gotta move some money around, and I'm like, hold on, fam, nah, because I seen the car outside, and I think
That's
we
right.
as a people, I wonder where that comes from in terms of like our wanting to show more than we have. I wonder where that comes from. It's got to be rooted in something.
Yeah.
Maybe after
It's rooted in
segregation. I'm gonna do a study on that.
Yeah, I believe it's rooted in poverty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have went so long without having that now that we have it, we have to show it at by any means necessary. And my thing is this: I really wish people could see what I've seen on the other side of this. It's like we're a joke. It's like we're so flashy and dangly that they immediately discredit us and discounted us when we walk into the room.
Oh, what do you mean? Are you saying when we put on the flash, other people look at it as a sign of lack?
Yeah,
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
yeah, the truth. I've just seen it from the other side. I've had other conversations, and this is why I choose not to look like them and or look like anybody else. I just look like myself because I'm comfortable with who I am and where I'm at. And as long as I feel comfortable and confident in the identity that I know who Terica Lynn Smith is, I can move in that. If you take off the mascara, you take off the eyelashes, you take out the hair, you take out all of the additions that you may have done, are you happy with who you are? Are you happy where you are? Are you thriving financially? Are you just surviving to keep up with the appearance of what everybody else say you're supposed to be? I think if we're being real with ourselves, a lot of people continue to do things to get attention from other people. And depending on that type of attention you seek, and you're going to keep doing things to keep it up because it's what builds you up. And I think it's deeply rooted and it's something that has to be broken off of us.
I feel that 100%. And I think for the people who like, get what you like. You know what I mean? Like, I think I've always wanted a Rolex. And I thought that was just such a symbol of something from a kid. So once I could buy it, I bought it. And I bought my watches with no apology because I could, and I have way more real estate that I have that stuff. So
That's
I'll
right.
listen if you like it. Like I got a couple little chains. I bought Tia a chain for her birthday. You know what I mean? Like she got a little
I love,
chain. You feel me?
I
But
love
that's
my
a thing between me and her. Like she likes it, I like it. It's a thing, right? But if you find yourself doing it because you think it's going to get a reaction from other people, then that's where there's a real problem. So some people like nice things, and I'm not mad at people who like nice things. Get your nice things, but
for sure get your
it's a line between I'm doing it for a reason, and sometimes at the expense of our future, and that's where it's toxic.
that's right. So when you tell me people say they can't invest, a lot of the times when I like even at my conferences, right? So many people tell me they're not where they want to be, and then I look down at their feet and they supporting a billionaire. I have nothing against Michael Jordan, one of the greatest of all time, right? But Michael Jordan literally has created, I feel, you know, um, a dynasty that's going to go on forever. Like, I don't see no interruption in that. You know why? Because we keep it up. Then, once we pass this down to our children, guess what? They keep it up. And then, you know what happened? Our grandchildren have it. You know how I know that? Because I see it right now. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, yeah. I like this, man. Listen, I know that you think all real estate. Actually, what I was talking about earlier is I was telling them like we got to draw a line in the sand and make our world about something, not the whole thing, right? So for specific, I'm entrepreneur. My whole world is about entrepreneurship and podcasting, right? Now, I'm not saying every waking moment because my world is about my kids and my wife and my spiritual beliefs, things of that nature. But in terms of business, when you think of me, you think of a thing. When I think of you, I think of a thing, real estate. It's it's really hard to have a conversation with T long enough and real estate don't come up somewhere,
That's
right?
right.
So you built a rock solid brand around real estate. Was that intentional or you just real estate is just something that you love?
Yeah, so first of all, I can't say I love real estate because I didn't know what real estate was at first. I chose real estate because when I was traveling around the world as a teenager who was emancipated from foster care, I would knock on doors and sell magazines for a living. And I would ask people what they do, and they would all say real estate. And so it always stuck with me. I didn't tie real estate. I didn't tie real estate into anything because I honestly did not know what real estate was. It wasn't until after Hurricane Katrina happened and we was trapped in the city for 3 days and we got relocated to a place called Lafayette, Louisiana. I said, God, you have given me a new start. What is it that I can go and do? And real estate just popped up in my head from all those people planting seeds. So, knowing that those people planted the seeds, I went on Google, and the first thing I looked up was what was real estate. And I seen buildings, I seen dirt, I seen all type of things like that. And I said, how do you get into real estate? This is me asking Google.
Right.
They pulled up a school in the area. I went to the school. Again, I knew nothing about real estate. So I can't say I loved it because I didn't know anything about it, but I seen the results that it got people. So because I saw the results and the results were the seeds that were planted in me, I knew that I wanted to go back to those to that point. So by the time I got into real estate school, I failed the exam 7 times. You guys know my story. So when I failed that exam, it wasn't because I was dumb. It was because I was entering into, well, technically I was dumb because I ain't know anything, right? But it was because I was entering into an industry I knew absolutely nothing about, and none of the words I could tie to anything. So, David, when you hear of a word, let's just say, now you know these words because you're in real estate, but just think about your pre real estate days, like an encroachment
Yeah.
and an encumbrance. Like, what the heck? That sounds like cucumber. I don't know what this means. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to literally hear the word, learn how to spell the word, and then tie it to something. So that way I could be able to say what an encroachment was, or what an encumbrance was, or what a lien was. And so me having to learn that took me a little bit longer than the other people that was in class. The people I started off with were already in real estate posting their stuff. I'm still up here trying to pass the test. You think I'm not discouraged? Absolutely. So when I passed the test, I thought I was going to become rich. I sold a whopping $5,000 my first year, right? I was not very successful, but I did not quit. I went back to what I was good at, knocking on doors, just like I did with selling magazines, and I started building my real estate clientele from there. I looked down, I didn't pick my head back up until 2015, 16. I'm like, yo, I'm really, really successful with this, right? Like I have a lot, I've worked my butt off, right? And then I fast forward, and now I'm developing communities and naming street signs after my children. It's not that I love it, I've seen the results from it. It changed my life. It took me from being poor, homeless, this New Orleans reject, to a kingdom made millionaire. So, because it has saved my life, I feel I want to be able to pass that on to other people so they can experience the freedom of it. So the reason why it's hard to have a conversation with me and for me not talk about real estate is because it's what changed my life. How selfish would I be not to share with someone the goodness, the faithfulness, the fullness of real estate investing? And it always surprises me. The people who I think should know the most and have the most because they got the most on the outside, they know the least. And I think that if they apply exactly what they apply to all of these other things that they buy and invest in, I think that they would be lightning years ahead of me.
Mm. Listen, man, we have a chance. Somebody throw it in the chat real quick. Um, someone put a me in the chat if you desire to build wealth. I'm talking about real wealth, okay? Not like you sell a bunch of a product and you make money the next month, you got to sell it again. but you want to start building sustainable income. One of my, I was just talking about designing a life that you want, and I wanted to design a life team where there's a certain bottom line that I'm going to make every month. Bottom
Mm-hmm.
line. It's not if I don't go sell anything, I'm starting the month at a certain number. And my goal, I want to start the month at $8,000, knowing that that's coming in month after month. I don't know any other thing that can do that outside of real estate. So when I met you, I had this in my mind, but I'm so used to hustling. I know how to make. I'm gonna go make some money. I can come up with a
Mm-hmm.
product. I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna make some money. But I just knew that I couldn't build wealth that way because some months are good, some months are not so good. So I always thank you as many times as I can publicly of showing me that there can be a life where you start the month at a certain number. There's a baseline, like kind of the people who
Mm-hmm.
have they've been in the military and
Yep.
maybe they retired. They know no matter what, these bills are paid because of all the work I did.
Yep.
But you've been teaching myself and thousands of others how you can create that retirement income now and really start accelerating that life and start creating that picture that you want in your head. So I know this month, we're 2 weeks away from the property challenge. Property
Yep.
challenge,
Two.
2 weeks
Well,
away.
wow, yeah, almost 2 weeks away. Yeah.
So listen, you all need a coach, but I'm telling you, do not hire Terica as your coach. What I want you to do is I want you to take a part in a class to see if she qualifies to be your coach. So, like I was
That's
just
right.
talking about the free trial, I don't want you to. I don't want you to like pay me. I want you to, like. I don't want you to say, Dave's my coach. What I want you to say is, let me try this out to see if he qualifies to be my coach. So in 2 weeks, Terica's really she's helped thousands of people start building wealth. And I just want to put this out here, like she is the best real estate coach in the world. So in a few weeks, she has
Thank
a virtual workshop where you can see if she is going to be the one to lead you into wealth. The last thing I talked about was coaching, content, community, cash flow, and coaching. You need someone to be a directional bumper for you. And I believe Terica is that one for you. Anybody ever, is anybody in Terica's community? Anybody on YouTube? I saw a couple people that called you coach in the chat. I was like, she done brought her community. She done brought her
you.
community. So I'm
The
gonna I'm
thing,
gonna put a link. Go ahead.
no, I was like, I need to start telling my community that I'm going live and doing all of this. I know they be fussing at me about that.
Oh, for sure. I'm about to find this link and I'm gonna put it in here. Y'all, I didn't even give y'all a link for what I was sharing with y'all for my program this week, but I'm gonna put a link in here for Terica's because I believe she is truly leading so many people into true wealth, including myself, including myself.
Yes.
So yeah, see, if you want to tell them a little bit about the workshop in 2 weeks, that'd be great.
Absolutely. So this is the cool thing, right? When you buy a ticket to the 5 day property challenge, you're entered to win a property. I'm giving away 2 investment properties this year. All you have
Whoa,
to
whoa,
do
whoa, whoa,
is,
whoa, whoa, hold on, hold
Mhm.
on. When you say you're giving away a property, what do you mean?
I am giving away an investment property where you get to work with me and my team to renovate the property, fix up the property. It's the Burr method, hands on with me. So their ticket that they buy for the challenge enters them to win this property. They just have to show up in Atlanta, Georgia, live at the conference. And the conference is included in this ticket price.
Hmm.
It's 2 events for the price of one, and you get a chance to win 2 houses for the price of one.
Hold on. So it's a virtual leading people into the in person, so you can go to two. But if you get, you're saying if you
Yes.
get the, if you're a part of the virtual workshop, you're
Yep.
automatically going to get free access to the live event in Atlanta?
Yes.
Are you giving away houses? Okay, I'm just on it. Do I qualify?
No.
Why not? I don't think that's fair. I don't. Hey, listen, man. Just put it in the chat if y'all agree with me that's not fair. That I should be able to get in the runnings. I got kids, T. I got kids, bro. Dang.
I understand. I understand. I want two new faces.
Okay. I, I was about to, for sure. Sign me up. First off, nah. I think I just put it in the chat, and I
And
threw
I
the
want
link up here.
one more thing about that. So last year at PC Live in PC Live 23 in Atlanta, we gave away one property, and this person, when he first of all, our bankers approved him for the renovation of the property because you got to renovate it, right? That right there, because you're coming to the bank with me, it's your guaranteed approval.
So even okay, I done got I got bankruptcies, all that kind of stuff. I will 100% be able to do something with this property regardless.
Regardless. Yeah, regardless. Because
Okay,
I'm a
real
bank too.
because you're a bank too. First off, T, I'm a little bit of a bank too. A little bit.
You are,
A
you are,
little
you
bit of
got
a
a
bank.
you got first few lean positions out there.
Come
You do,
on,
you do, you
man.
do.
T got me. Listen, T ushered me into. I got two um, properties that I'm the lender on, and T helped me negotiate these deals. So, shouts out to me.
Yeah.
We out here,
Yeah.
yo. But real quick, give me the numbers on the house that you gave away before.
Yes, absolutely. So so we had a $40,000 renovation budget. Okay.
Mhm.
So he went to the bank. My banker said, it's a no brainer. Here you go, $40,000. We helped him fix up the property, working with him side by side. He was able to get hands on training.
Mhm.
On top of that, once we finished the renovation, the bank reappraised the property. It came back at $115,000.
The property that he
Yeah.
got for free.
Yes, that he got for free. What would his ticket purchase? Then
Wow.
that's paying $800 a month.
So the tenant is paying. Dang, this is crazy. They have a tenant right now paying them $800 a month. They got 100 and something thousand worth of equity, and all they did was buy
Yep.
a ticket. So, okay.
That's right. To the 5 day property challenge that these people are being offered right now. Spend 5 days with me and my team. After that, he showed up in Atlanta, Georgia, because he was a ticket holder, attended the conference because you got to be there in person to win. He won, and this is where we're at.
Yo, you know what? I believe starting June, I just kind of like been going through this decision, like June 1st. I'm not uh I'm not interviewing people anymore. So
Really?
yeah, I'm going like I'm about to build Hot Seat out as a show. And
Mm-hmm.
that's my focus. And primarily because it's hard to tell who's who. And if someone can fool me into thinking that they are a certain way, and I interview them and they're not, guess who gets blamed for it? So instead of taking those chances, it's not anybody. Like you connected me with Naveen Jain, who's worth $9 billion. I'm taking that one. But
Okay.
I'm on another path because I don't like to co-sign people. My point is,
Yeah.
there are very few people that I'm willing to bet that are who they are. Very few people. And Terica, you are one of them. That's why I promote. People see me promote you all the time. When it comes to real estate, believe it, yo, I don't have no other real estate people on my podcast, if I'm being honest with you. Like it's very few real estate people, and I get the requests every day. But
Yeah.
I don't know who's who. But I've been able to walk your community. You got me a property that, well, one of them, the first one is a 3 unit and it pays me every single month. I got it for like 70 something thousand. Now I owe like 40, I think, left. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. And I think y'all sent me like 800 to $1,000. And I only saw the property one time. And you got me into a
And
whole
it was
bunch
on
of other
the drive.
investment. Say again?
That was a drive.
And now it was a drive-by. I never even been inside. I saw the pictures.
Yeah.
But like you've literally changed my life in the real estate space and a whole bunch of other super influential people. Your favorite influencers, they are on Terica's line asking her to help them. I'm not making this up,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, it's true. It's
For
true.
sure. So I'm saying it's hard for me to co-sign people, but I'll forever co-sign you because you literally changed my life forever. So I want to say thank you publicly. Again, I take every chance I can to say thank you publicly. But hey, y'all, check
Thank you.
out, go to
Thank you.
thepropertychallenge.com. I just posted, I found the website, I posted it. And this is what I want y'all to do too. At female real estate guru, I'm gonna post it in the chat. I want you to go to her DM and I want you to flood her DM with some thank yous. Yo, thank anything she inspired you in a way. I want you to go to Instagram and flood her DMs. Whether she replies back or not, I'm asking y'all to do me that favor because when someone gives a lot of game, you got to show some sort of appreciation. So, T, anything you want to leave us with? I know you got the graduation today. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Yeah. No, I just want to say thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate that. I hope I'm not breaking up, but I just want the people to know that they are their best investment. Like, just believe in yourself, invest in something, whether it's real estate, it don't matter, stocks. Just start investing. Just get you some ownership so you can start replacing who you are. You don't want to be a well paid slave for the rest of your life.
Mm, a well-paid slave. You're talking good today. See, I appreciate you, man. Go enjoy the babies with their graduation. Congratulations on being a
Thank
phenomenal entrepreneur and a phenomenal coach
thank
and
you.
a phenomenal mother and a phenomenal wife and a phenomenal sister and a phenomenal friend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.
Yeah. Listen, man, T is the real deal, y'all. So Um, let's go. I'll definitely be in that challenge and at the event in May, June, live event in June. I will be there. So I love you all. Hopefully this was a valuable conversation. Yes, man, hit that like button. There's too many people on here to not hit the like button. Just hit the like. It's free. If you don't hit the like button, you're just a hater. Okay, you know what I mean? One person hit the dislike button, which is crazy. I wonder what you didn't like about it, this conversation. I wonder what you didn't like. Anyway, I love you. I've got a lot going on, and we got to go on punishment. So I'm actually about to tell Mother's Day is this Sunday, so I'm about to go upstairs and tell my wife, listen, if it's non-essential, we're not doing it. So this year, we're not spending a whole bunch of money on stuff. Terica said we're on punishment. We're not going out all lavish. We're not doing all that this year. Because Terica said, I ain't got to do all that. You feel me? You feel me? So I'm gonna march right up there with my big boy pants on and tell her ain't gonna be a whole lot of lavish Mother's Day stuff. Because we looking to build real financial wealth. So if y'all with me, who's with me? You're gonna go tell your wife, the mother of your children. we're not doing all that this year. Yo, I love y'all so much, man. Y'all off the chain. All right, go forth and be great. Go be productive. Make sure if you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, hit the little subscribe button, please. It doesn't cost you anything. I'm asking you to do a bunch of stuff that don't cost you a dime, okay? And send me a little DM. I mean, I like a little DM every now and again. If you was on this live and it helps you out, thought it was cool. Send me a DM at Sleepers for Suckers. Holla at your boy. You heard? All right, cool. I'm out of here, man. I'll see y'all back next Friday. I appreciate all the support, all the love that you all give me. We're going to keep this party. Y'all, they trigger about that mother thing. I feel that. Fuck the brunch. Thanks. All right, y'all. I'm out of here, man. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.